One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Chicago Bears. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys have really hit their stride, winners in 7 of their last 9. On the other side, the head coach of the Bears, Ben Johnson. His guys ready for what could be a tough one and perhaps a playoff preview come January. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Soldier Field. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Throwing right away is Williams. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. The numbers for Swift in last week's ball game, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go. Here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Chicago! Colston Loveland with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 64 yards and a touchdown.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Lions 18. Pioneer.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Jenkins. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
3 yards. That's good for a Browns first down.
Back to throw, Watson. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Watson. Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They'll try him now with Jenkins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolf. 7 Pirates.
Here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Trap 60.
Now Watson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Browns at 9-4 now on the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 3rd down, here's Jenkins. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
The Bears offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's Williams. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And their follower's back is there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He's got this complete to Burton.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he gets halfway there for
6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Luther Burden from 3 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A give up the middle, Judkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw is Watson. To the right side, that's where Tillman is. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Come on. Cougar 19. Ready?
Now it's Watson. And incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Watson now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
Hold the ready.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Go.
A give. Here's Judkins. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Watson. This is caught. Touchdown. David
Njoku, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him on the year.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath.
He's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
So here's a 3rd and 14. To throw, it's Williams.
And this time will be intercepted.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
19.
Looking to throw. Watson. Open man right side is Shark. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Come on. Hey.
Back to throw. Watson. That is caught. And some room to maneuver. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns have moved out in front.
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning the perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14.
Bears 14.
A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 65 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. And after all that, he's going to wind up in the end zone. And incredibly, that's a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns offense and their quarterback Deshaun Watson set to take over once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember,
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Complete to DJ Chark. A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Ready, set.
The Browns on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. A shotgun snap for Watson.
He'll try and do this himself.
And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game.
And the Browns are once again back in front. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes.
Now the try here for the point after. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
What is up?
On first and 10, it's Swift.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing is Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Colston Loveland.
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Santos with the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me. It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
19, let's go now. Go.
Operating from the gun, Watson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
At the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams.
Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown!
Luther Burden
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the... here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 10.
Check mash, check mash. Let's go. COVID-19. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 average, 60. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Watson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40.
And the Browns, first down. 1st and 10.
To the air yet again, Watson. Open man, that's Tillman. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Back to throw, Watson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Ready. Trick the Eagle, trick the Eagle.
Watson looks to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
48-yard line.
From the gun, here's Williams. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin right here in the Sunshine State. It's the Bucs at home to take on an NFC South foe, the Atlanta Falcons. And this is Baker Mayfield. He's going to find his man here. This, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. The Buccaneers come away with a 4-point victory. From there, why don't we go out to the space city of Houston, looking in on the Texans as they play host to the Arizona Cardinals. And this is C.J. Stroud. He connects on the touchdown pass 18 yards away. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Texans up by 4. 10-6 is where this one stands at halftime. One more to show you. Let's go to Philadelphia. It's the...
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And here we are in the month of December with his name sitting atop the leaders in rushing yards as the season nears its end. Strong finish here in the final stretch of games could earn him the crown. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Tap the 60. Cut 19. Cut 19.
On first down, here's Jenkins. Yeah, he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun, here's Watson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Tyler Gordon on the coverage.
They've been brilliant, perfect on fourth down so far, 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. Here's Watson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
At the 40-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Judkins. Down to about the 37.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's a second down and 7 from the 37.
Mustang 19, go!
Watson. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
And that is incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Here's Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. And a gain of 5. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
And the Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle. And will manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
A gain of 15 yards.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 18-yard line.
To throw, Williams. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to add on to that lead. Santos with the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game.
34.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And makes takes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now he's going to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. Back to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
To throw is Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Jerry Jeudy, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are back within a score.
Well, this is really simple. Let's just say it. This quarterback is on fire. Touchdown after touchdown throwing the football. What a day for him.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Chicago offense set to get started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Pass complete to Loveland. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To the air, Williams. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To throw, it's Williams. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 9.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Swift. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
3 yards.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Williams, operating from the gun. Touchdown, Bears! DeAndre Swift, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to stretch out their lead. So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943, then by Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 54, and now that mark equaled here in this one. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense and Jerry Jeudy ready to go once more. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter. Watson now to throw. He'll get this complete to Tillman. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now it's Watson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
This is a perfect example of what separates the elite quarterbacks. Has his man open, way too anxious, ends up firing it in there with way too much zip on it. The great ones, they know how to relax and put the appropriate velocity on the football.
And it is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And that last throw is going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing for the year. And it is pretty rarefied air up there. You're looking at only a handful of guys who have ever topped that in one season. Again, it's Watson. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins, 30 yards. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll fire deep, looking for more. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Browns are right back in this football game. The Browns drive about to get started. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
Three. Rig alert. Rig alert.
They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And he stopped immediately there. Tyreek Stevenson in on the stop.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 4-yard line.
Second and 10.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Now Watson. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for a Brown.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ready? Panther 60. Panthers go.
An inside run with Jenkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go. Here we go. Buffalo 18. 70 Timberwolves.
First down, right back to Jenkins. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 50, it's Watson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Cut 19. Cowboy 80.
Here's Watson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Ready?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
60 by 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
What is it up?
Off the play fake, it's Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Here is 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Williams. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
18, 5 in. Go.
Here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to throw, Watson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready?
They'll give it to Jenkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't. And he's going to go down there a sack. They push him back to the 34. Matt Judon in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here we go, Scott. Cut cowboy in. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. A little less than 4 minutes remaining. And the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Here's Williams. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Mason Graham busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Looking to throw is Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do finally get him at the 12.
51 yards to gain on the play. And the Bears.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back.
1st and 10.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears will add to their 4th quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Now Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Watson to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jervon Dexter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Okay, ready?
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Ready? Hot 70, hot.
To throw, Watson. This one is complete to Judkins.
Watson's pass Complete to number 10, Quinshon Judkins.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So it's the Bears who come away with a victory, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year